Hey guys, it's COHD, and I am back with another reaction video. And today, I'll be filming my reaction to a video called Pinkie Tail's Little Red Riding Bloom. And it's by Magpiepony. Yeah, it's been a while since I reacted to Magpiepony's videos, and I thought I should react to one of them. Yeah, so, some people say that this was made after Applejack and the Beanstalk. I've seen it, just to make sure it's appropriate for you guys' entertainment. And I thought I should react to these because I have a bunch of videos I need to catch up before holidays. So let's just get this video started in 3. Hold on. Okay, start the video in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I just messed up my countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. There. Let me turn it down. Pinkie Tails.
Little Red Riding Bloom.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
You're going to love tonight's story, Poundin' Pumpkin. It's all about the adventures of a little filly, a terrifying wolf, and the proper use of cookware.
Nice.
Once upon a time.
In a small village just outside the city, there lived a pony called Little Red Riding Bloom.
I gotta say, that's
She
pretty
was
adorable.
given this nickname due to the fact that she never took off a little red
Yeah,
coat
I'm
that her
assuming
granny
that
had
Little
made.
Red Riding
She
Hood
did
is
so
Apple.
to hide her blank flank from the other colts and fillies in her class. But after a while, she had grown accustomed to wearing it, regardless of her cutie mark. One day, Little Red Riding Bloom
that is even cuter. That's even cuter.
apple treats to bring to her granny, who lived in
So I'm
another
assuming her
village
granny
on the
is
other
Granny
side of the
Smith, huh?
thick forest. Although Little Red was a sweet filly at heart, she
Oh,
was known to get a
okay,
little distracted.
Pinkie Pie, what are you doing?
Just like another certain pink pony who was chewing was interrupting the story.
Oh, I forgot one thing I'd have to mention.
Sorry.
I heard that Pinkie Pie has to be in one of the stories.
So good. And I couldn't resist eating a few myself.
I mean, she was in the
How
last
did I
one.
make them sound good?
I don't know if
All
she's
I
gonna be
said
in this
was that
one.
She had a basket of treats.
Yeah, but it was the way you said it. All I could think about were apple pies, and fritters, and apple cider, and caramel apples, and apple muffins. Do they make apple muffins?
I think so.
If not, they should. That would be so delicious, and they would go great with the mug of cider.
Have you ever
too.
watched
Can
Muffins.pon?
I get back to the story, please?
There were some apple muffins.
Sure.
Thank you. Now, Little Red Riding Bloom's mother instructed her to stay
So why
on
can't I
path
see
and not stop
her
for
mother's
anything
face?
or any pony on her way. She warned her that the forest could be a dangerous place, especially for little
Hold on, you
fillies and
guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, you guys. The phone was ringing and I had to check it. Let's continue.
colts.
If it's so dangerous, why is she letting her go into the forest on her own?
I've seen the
Because
story.
that's how the story goes, Pinkie Pie.
Well, the original
Well,
story, not this.
Applejack was here. She wouldn't let her go into the forest alone. Who knows what kind of mischief that little pony can get into in there?
Why the
Well,
crap are you
if
just
you let me continue
guessing what's
the
gonna happen in the story?
we
You're the
might
one
be
who's
able
reading
to
the
find
story.
out.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I'll be quiet now. Promise.
Little Red Riding Bloom began her journey with a smile on her face and a skip in her step. She sang a merry little tune and reached into the basket, pulling out a delectable-looking and delicious-smelling apple pie.
I'm sure.
I wish I had
I'd
apple
have
pie.
Took a few bites of pie to keep my strength going, of course.
Little Red said to herself
And I
as
wish
she
I had
gobbled
an
up a
apple.
particularly large piece of pie. The smell of the pie and all the other pastries in her basket were beginning to attract a sizable crowd of forest animals.
What the heck?
including the dreaded Big Bad Apple, who was known
Oh
for
my!
their insatiable hunger
Why
for
is the
all
wolf
things
Applejack?
apple. Applewolf was finishing her last juicy
I
apple
gotta say,
when she
get
spotted
outta
Little
here.
Red Riding Bloom. She gasped and leapt out from her hiding place to confront the little filly.
Apple Bloom,
Whoop cake!
a Little Red Riding Bloom. One tarnation.
Man,
of
it's
you
been a while
so
since
far
I
in the woods on your
heard
own.
Whoopcake's voice
Don't
as
you know that there are
Applejack.
dangerous creatures about.
Like You?
Little Red replied, taking a step away from the wolf.
I gotta say, in Into the Woods,
Yes,
the
like
wolf was
me.
played by a man,
I'm a wolf for
which is Johnny
Celestia's
Depp.
sake. And do you know what wolves like to eat?
Apple pie?
Little
Well,
Red
Miss Jackson,
said,
apple pony, of
holding
course
up
she
the
eats
remains
apples.
of the apple pie she had been eating.
No. I mean, yes. I mean,
Apple
Yes!
said, taking the pie from Little Red and finishing it in one bite.
Oh man, what is wrong with this story?
what I meant to say was, where are you headed, little filly?
I'm on my way to Granny's house with this basket full of goodies.
To Granny's house, you say? And where does your granny live?
She lives at the end of the forest path.
Apple Bloom's voice actress is really adorable. I mean, I just want to hug it. Hug it so much that it's gonna die!
No, Granny lives alone. That's why I had to bring her this basket, you see.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I'm gonna be reacting to another
Bet she does.
another one of these
But you
videos
know,
after
little
this,
filly, there are
which is
plenty of hours left in
the
the
Three
day.
Little Pigs and the
What's
Big
your hurry?
Rariwolf.
Mama told me not to dawdle and stick to the path.
Oh my gosh, why am I talking
just
too much
say
during these
dawdle?
videos?
Sorry, Miss Wolf, but I really should
Miss
be getting
Wolf.
on my way.
Applewood
Don't you even know that's
paused and
Applejack?
contemplated her situation before she concocted the perfect plan to...
Question?
Yes, Pinkie.
What's contemplated mean?
It means to think.
Oh, okay.
To think.
Applewolf paused and contemplated her situation before she concocted the perfect...
Question?
Okay.
Yes, Pinkie.
What's concocted mean?
It means thought up.
Yeah, you have to get your thoughts up.
Can I get back to the story now?
Yeah, you get your thoughts up, but not interrupting the
Applewolf
story.
paused and contemplated her situation before she concocted the perfect plan to distract Little Red Riding Blue.
Question?
What? Pinkie?
Oh my!
Oh, I don't need to know what that means. I already know. It's when you can't stay focused. Like you're interrupted or something.
You don't say. Didn't you have a question?
I did?
This is actually really funny. If I was there, I'd be like, "Such a what now?"
Her situation before she concocted the perfect plan to distract Little Red Riding Bloom from
Oh
reaching
man,
Granny's
so many
house.
references.
Applewolf intended to get to Granny's before Little Red, so that she
Did I
could
just
eat
make
the
a Dash
apples
XP
from her
reference?
yard and then finish off Little Red Riding Bloom's basket for dessert.
Oh, you would
After all,
not.
wolves
You
have a
wouldn't
rather
take from a
large
little
appetite,
filly, would you?
and Applewolf was no exception.
Hey there, little Red. Have you noticed what wonderful flowers are bloomed in the meadow there?
Yeah? Why?
Well, don't you think Granny would like some flowers to go with her apple desserts?
How do you know they're all apple desserts, Apple Wolf?
It was just a guess. That pie you had was mighty tasty. But a pony
Oh,
can't live on
man.
pies and cakes alone now.
Stop
can
talking
you?
about pie.
You
You're
gotta have
making
all
me want to
kinds
have
of good
pie.
things to eat. Like those daisies over there.
I
Oh, man,
guess
I'm gonna-
that makes
I'm
sense.
gonna get some apple pie
Good. Hit
once I'm done with this
settle.
episode.
Mustn't dilly-dally now. Granny will be wanting a fresh bouquet to go with those desserts. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just say dilly-dally? Consarn it, storytellers. Stop putting words in my mouth.
Having been fooled by Applewolf,
I gotta say,
Little
it's
Red
kind of
Riding
weird
Bloom
just
disobeyed
staring
her
at
mother's
pictures
wishes
instead of just
and
the characters
strayed from
moving.
the path to pick some flowers in the meadow. While she did so, Applewolf quickly
And
followed the path
I believe that's
until she
Granny's
happened
house.
upon a little cottage on the other side of the forest. Her eyes widened when she saw that the group of apple trees surrounding the little house were bucked clean of apples. She growled,
Oh,
guessing
she's
that they had
pissed.
undoubtedly been harvested and now inside Granny's cottage. Applewolf approached the house.
You're not gonna
and knocked on the door.
rob her, are you?
Huh? Oh.
Was I about to say rob? I mean, wob.
It's me, Little Red
Almost turned into
Riding
Elmer
Bloom.
Fudd there.
Applewolf said, trying to imitate the little filly as best she could.
Your granddaughter, Little Red.
I have a granddaughter named Little Red.
Of course you
That's
do.
who I am, Granny. Little Red.
No, I don't want any Philly Scout cookies. I've got plenty of apples in here, thank you.
Applewolf let out a frightening growl and bucked the door open. It
But I'm not gonna
crashed
take
into the
another
wall
look at
loudly,
Applejack.
But it did not seem to
Again, I
upset
mean-
the old pony.
She is my girlfriend.
She called
It is
out.
not my girlfriend in real life, just on the show.
I'm getting mighty tired of this bit, Granny. Now, where are you keeping them apples?
Granny struggled to get out of her rocking chair and slowly made her way towards the kitchen before she gave Applewolf her answer.
Now, I've been growing and harvesting apples for many years, you darn varmint! And I'll be corn swabbled if I have some apple thieving won't take this here crop!
Who's writing the dialogue in the story? What the hey is corn swabble? Oh!
Applewolf said, ducking when the frying pan soared across the room, nearly hitting her in the head.
Get out of here!
Not without your apple. Ow! I'm not leaving here before I... Ow! How many frying pans do you got?
Exactly.
Out, out, out!
Out! I want to admit, Granny Smith's voice is actually really funny.
Granny, where are all these coming from? Quite a strong hoof for such an old pony. Ah!
Applewolf said, just as one of the frying pans hit her square on the nose. Granny smirked and nodded her head, reaching for another pan, but leaving the cupboard bare.
Oh, shoot! I knew I should have gone with the 100-piece set on them things!
Finally!
She did.
Said,
She
frowning
did.
again as she leapt across the room towards Granny. A few hours passed, and Little Red Riding Bloom finally made her way to her Granny's cottage.
Oh
As she skipped towards the front door, some of the many wildflowers she had collected trailed behind her. She hadn't intended to stay in the meadow for so long, but the more flowers she found, the more she wanted to collect them. By the time she was finished, the meadow had practically been picked clean. She knocked
How
happily
come
at
they're
her
picked
Granny's
clean
door.
right now? There are more flowers in the
Granny, are you here?
on the lane.
It's me, Little Red.
There was a long silence followed
gotta
by the
tell ya,
sound of a bed creaking.
Do
but
not
no
deny the
reply.
cuteness of that voice.
Little Red Riding Bloom asked, pushing open the door and inviting herself in.
Did you forget I was coming?
No,
I wouldn't go in there if I were
Applewolf
you.
said,
You might
trying
get
her
killed.
best to make a Granny impression. She had stolen Granny's nightcap and hidden under the covers of her bed, hoping to fool the filly. Little Red pushed open the bedroom door curiously.
There you are. What you doing in bed so early? It's barely sunset, Granny.
I've been real tired from all that apple bucking.
But
Booking.
you don't apple buck your own trees, Granny. You have it for years now.
Well, I thought I'd give it a try this year.
Of course.
What you got in that basket there?
Oh, I bought you some sweets for Mom and me. We made some fritters and pie and camel apples and cake.
Give 'em here, youngin'.
I gotta
Applewolf
say,
insisted,
Bookcake should be
trying
in
not
more
to
of
look
these
or
videos.
sound too desperate, despite the fact that
'Cause
she
the
was
bo-
beginning to drool.
Because her voice for Rainbow
Well,
Dash,
the thing is, I
Twilight,
don't really have any more of them.
Fluttershy are actually really funny.
Well, you
pissed
see,
her off.
I met this wolf who showed me a meadow of really good-looking flowers and said I should pick some for ya. Only thing is, I needed something to nibble on while I was picking up, and I guess I accidentally ate them all. I have a lot of flowers, though.
Really.
Flowers? I can't eat flowers. I'm a old pony.
You almost blew your own cover.
Applewolf's sudden outburst caused Little Red to take a closer look at her
She's like,
Granny.
wait a
and she
minute.
hesitated.
You're not Granny.
Ah, what big eyes you have, Granny.
All right, this bit. The better to see you with, my dear.
What big hooves you got.
The better to pick apples with, my dear.
Oh man.
Ears you got.
So many references
Better
from
to
Into the
hear
Woods.
about you gobbling up all my apple treats with.
What a big flank you got.
Flank? You can't even see my flank. Besides, I'd say Rarity's flank is far bigger than...
What a big
Racist.
eagle you got.
Racist.
Now that there's just plain rude.
What big
Exactly.
teeth you got.
Wait, what?
Ugh, I can't take this anymore. I'm
Oh
not-
great, now you just blew your cover.
See? I'm the wolf.
Ah, the wolf. Where's Granny? What have you done to her? Did you gobble her up?
Little Red cried, dropping her basket of flowers and backing into the wall across the room.
Gobble her up? I don't gobble up ponies. I gobble apples. And I was supposed to gobble
Why
up
don't you hit her in the closet?
but you went and ate them up yourself.
Help! Help! The wolf's gonna eat me!
Little Red cried,
Didn't you just
running
hear
away
her?
from
She
Applewolf
just
towards the
she
door.
only eats apples.
Didn't you hear me?
She's
I'm
not
an
gonna
pony.
eat you.
I eat apples. Come back here.
Applewolf responded, pursuing Little Red before she could alert other ponies. The pair of them ran around the little cottage, causing quite a ruckus, which caught the attention of Lumbermack, who was passing by. Axe and hoof, he rushed into Granny's cottage.
Yeah, just like it happens in the story, and the lumberjack comes in.
What's going on in here?
Really, Pinkie?
Pinkie, what are you doing?
Well, I wasn't in the story yet, so I figured I'd be the lumberjack who saves the day.
The lumberjack is a guy. You can't be the
How
lumberjack.
weird is it that they're called lumberjacks, and yet that's not the part that Applejack is playing?
Definitely.
No, Pinkie, this is supposed to be Lumbermack's part. Where is he?
For that, I was just expecting Diamond Tiara to be the wolf.
Nowhere. He's nowhere. He must have quit or something. He didn't show up. Yep, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Pinkie, where did you hide him?
Tell him.
Why would you think I hit him?
Did you eat him alive?
That's something else. Gummies, at the dentist, and he doesn't like it.
Gummy doesn't have teeth, Pinkie.
Definitely.
But I wanted to be in the story.
Pinkie, let Lumbermack go right now.
Fine, but I still think I would have been a better lumberjack. Lumber pie.
Lumber pie!
Pinkie!
There. Happy.
Anyway,
Finally!
Lumbermack rushed
Back to the
Granny's
story.
cottage to see what was wrong. When he got inside, he found Little Red Riding Bloom assaulting Applewolf with a little wicker basket.
Oh, thanks, Celestia! Get this little filly away from me!
Applewolf shouted, hiding behind Lumbermack and clinging to his back hooves in fear.
She killed Granny!
Little Red Riding Bloom insisted.
She's not dead
trying
yet.
to
I
get
know
past
she's alive.
Lumbermack, who held her a hoof length away from Applewolf.
I didn't know such thing. If you would just listen to me,
From the doorway,
Oh, look, there's Granny.
Lumbermack and Little Red could see Granny, holding the frying pan in her mouth and hauling a large
That was
carton
pretty
of
much
frying pans
unexpected.
packaged together, reading, 120 frying pan set, great for keeping out unwanted guests.
Definitely.
That's scarily accurate.
Pinkie, you're still in trouble. Go back to the bad Pinkie corner.
Yeah, you better go back to Pinkie Corner and sit your butt down!
What happened in here?
Granny asked, looking at the horrendous
You know,
state
if I
of her
hold a
cottage.
sign
But
to
Granny,
Pinkie's
I thought
face,
the wolf had
I'm
gotten
like,
there.
what does it say all this time?
A wolf
What does it say?
say?
No interrupting the story! Sit your butt down!
Now you go on and get the broom from the closet and start sweeping up. Lumbermack,
Yep,
Yup.
start picking up the furniture.
yep.
What do we do with the wolf?
Even if I was in the story, I could do
Don't you
a
worry,
great
no
Big Mac
youngin'.
voice. Like,
I've got something in
yup.
mind for her.
So Granny, Little Red, and Lumbermack tidied the little cottage and restacked the frying pans in their proper place. When Applewolf finally came around, Granny convinced her to work as
So
a guard for her
she's
little orchard,
keeping her as
protecting
guard.
the apples
So,
from pests and thieves alike.
so Granny
In
didn't kill her
exchange,
or
Granny and
take
Little
off
Red
her
would bake
fur.
her all kinds of apple goods to satisfy her hunger. But if Applewolf ever decided to get out of line or eat the apples herself, Lumbermack wasn't too far away with a frying pan ready.
Definitely.
Little Red Riding Bloom learned never to stray from the path, and to stock up on cookware in case of an emergency.
And never get lost. Ever.
And they all lived happily ever after. Get
Happily.
it? Because they're apples? Oh, shh. They're asleep.
Sorry.
Good night, little ponies. See you next time for some more Pinky Tales.
I gotta say, that was pretty much a silly story. I gotta tell you. This story was the silliest story ever. I gotta say, Purple Roseland, Granny Smith, Magpiepony, Pinkie Pie. Lumbermack, huh? I should be in one of these. And there's Pinkie Tales, Three Little Pigs, and a Big Bad Rariwolf, which I'll be reacting to next, so stay tuned for that. And don't forget to check out Pinkie Tales, Applejack, and the Beanstalk, which I already saw that. Alright, I'm gonna get the next video up and started. I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, so I'm back and I got the next video up and ready. Yeah, I gotta say the last one was pretty good. Let's hope this video one is good, and let's hope it includes Pinkie Pie in it. As one of the pigs, of course. Okay, let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, start.
Pinkie Tails.
The 3 pigs and the big bad Rariwolf.
Dad, Rariwolf.
So I'm gonna be assuming that Rarity is the wolf.
Pumpkin, time for another story. This one's all about cute little animals. Once upon a time.
In a little farm on the outskirts of town, there lived a
So I'm
Magpie
assuming
and
the
her 3
pigs
little
are
piglets.
Rainbow, Applejack,
Born and
and
raised in
Twilight.
captivity, the little piglets knew nothing of the outside world, though each of them wished to explore it. When they had come of age, they bade their mother farewell and ventured into the unknown. The youngest pig was called Rainbow Pig.
Rainbow pig, huh?
What do you mean, no?
Is that really the best you can do? Rainbow Pig. I mean, obviously we know it's supposed to be a pun on Rainbow Dash, but you could be a little more original, you know.
Alright, how about Rain Swine Dash?
Rain Swine Dash,
Rainbow
what?
Hog?
No,
Piggy Dash?
Piggy Dash!
no.
Well, how about you suggest something?
What?
Me? Oh, I have no idea. It's a shame her name isn't easy to pun like mine is.
Oh, really? And what is your pig name? Pinkie Pig?
Pinkie Pig.
Silly. Oinky pun.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it is. Well, if you have no further
Oh,
suggestions,
man.
I guess that means Rainbow Pig will have to stay.
Wait, I got it. Swinebone Dash.
Smart
Swinebow Dash?
What?
Weird when you say it. Rainbow Pig it is.
The youngest pig was called Rainbow Pig, and she longed for adventure. The
Adventure,
middle
huh?
pig was called Apple Hog, and she sought her fortune.
Applejack is
The
really cute as
eldest
a pig.
was called Sparkle Swine.
Sparkle
She
Swine.
wanted knowledge.
What?
What about
Oh.
You're not in this story, Pinkie Pie.
Oinky Pie?
Oinky Pie.
I'm not in this story. I wasn't in the last one either. And my name is
I know, you weren't in the last story.
Pig, just like pigs are. You have to let me in this story.
Pinkie,
Oinky.
Okay.
Oinky, we're moving on with the story. If
Oh,
you don't stop
my.
interrupting, I'm going to send you back to the bad Pinkie corner.
Not
Oh yeah, like in the last one.
that.
Does this mean you're going to be quiet? Good. When the 3 little pigs had traveled a great distance into the forest, they grew weary.
How long did you
and
guys
decided
travel?
it was time to build their homes. Rainbow Pig was the first of the trio to spot the building materials she desired.
I'm going to build my house of cloud. Of that, I can be proud.
So I'm assuming they're rhyming.
Why cloud? Do you really have to ask? It's such a simple task. I can't work all day. I want to play. There's a lot in this world to see. I traveled here because I want to be free. You two can spend your time as you please, but building my house is a breeze.
Definitely.
Did I just hear you rhyme? Do we have to do that all the time? Pound the feathers, I do it too.
So no
Please,
whoop cake
never
as
can't be
Applejack?
True.
Rainbow Pig, don't fool around. Danger is sure to be abound. A big bad
I know.
werewolf is
The
near.
wolf will
If
kill
see
you
her,
if they
must run
find you in
fear.
Cloud.
She terrorizes the forest animals too. What if she happens upon you?
Wait a minute.
I mean,
I don't
in the original
understand.
story, the
How
wolf had to
and
blow
when
their
did
houses
you
down.
Hear about this Rariwolf? We lived on a secluded farm and traveled this distance together. Huh?
We don't know what you're saying. I'm afraid it's very dismaying.
Very
Oh,
dismaying.
Right. It has to be a rhyme. The wolf that you spoke of sounds frightening, but how did you know that? I need some enlightening. Yeah, that rhymes.
Give it a rest, Sparkle Swine. You worry too much. I'll be fine. Do I even look like I'm scared? If that wolf
So I'm
comes,
assuming
I'll
they
be
have to
prepared.
rhyme every time they
House
talk.
Cloud is sure to last. Not to mention, I can make it really fast. You two can go on your way. I'm gonna finish first and play.
Rainbow Pig said, wandering away from her sisters to begin the building of her cloud house. The 2 remaining pigs walked along
What is
the
up with
path
their
together
hooves?
until
Good
they happened
lord.
upon some apple trees.
There sure are a lot of apples in these stories. I know I'm from the apple family, but I'm not opposed to some change now and again. But that's not how the story goes, I suppose. Hey, Sparkle Swine, see those apples and sticks? I bet for a
So you're gonna build your house of apples and twigs?
Maybe I should build my home here. Then I won't have to live in fear, you know, of the wolf.
But Applehog, sticks alone won't provide you protection. I implore you to make a different selection. It
Yeah,
may seem like a
apples
good idea
and
now, but what
twigs
if the
aren't that
wolves on
strong.
the prowl? Don't you know
For-
what
for
wolves
wind.
like to eat? A plump little pig is their treat.
You just called yourself
When
fat!
I was a wolf, I
What's up
went
with that?
But maybe this one is different, like apples.
Rariwolf terrorizes all that she sees and can trap her prey with such ease.
Where in the hay are you getting your information? It's like you're an all-knowing train station.
A train station?
I don't know. I can't rhyme for apple's sake.
I
For
can
apple's
see
sake.
that I can't change your mind. My advice you have surely declined. I can only hope you'll be safe and sound, if the wolf ever comes around. If you need me, I'll be just down the way, busily
Really?
working all day.
Sparkle
Definitely.
Swine said, continuing along the path, searching for the right material to build a sturdy home.
That still doesn't answer my question. If you don't, I'm gonna get indigestion.
Get indigestion?
What?
Rainbow Pig spent a mere hour shaping her
That is
home
an
from
awesome
cloud.
house.
Everything from the sink
gotta
to
tell
the
you,
bed
that's an awesome
was
house.
crafted in cloud material.
Pretty cool.
Even the welcome mat that was too light to rest on the forest floor and hovered instead near the cloud door.
Did you do that on purpose?
Do what on purpose?
You rhymed! Right there! Floor and
Ah!
It was
So they
just
didn't catch
a
that.
coincidence, Pinkie.
does it spread? Am I gonna have to start rhyming all the time too?
You don't have the story. You don't have to rhyme.
Anything that rhymes with gummy! Tummy! Yummy! Never mind, I can work with that.
Applehog spent a little more time on the construction of her home.
I like
She
your house,
gathered all the
Applejack.
materials she needed from the forest floor, and
I'm
had
gonna
built
go in there and
full
live
walls
with
the
you.
roof from the twigs and sticks she found. She used the apples from these trees to hold the house together as a paste and as a foundation. Sparkle Swine had finally settled
now
on
that
brick
is
and
one sturdy
concrete
house.
for her home. And though it took the longest to build, she was sure it
What's
was
with the
going to be safe and
birdhouse
sturdy
hanging
against
from
the
the
wolf
roof?
and any other kind of danger that would be lurking in the woods.
Oh, there she
And that
is.
seemed good for the three pig sisters. That was until the big, bad Rariwolf had found them. She was passing through the wood and stopped with a gasp. She gazed in horror at the little cloud house before her.
This is terrible! Simply dreadful!
Rariwolf cried, circling around the cloud cottage and becoming increasingly upset as she did so.
So,
What in the
Ernie's covered in fur, huh?
I stumbled upon?
Like wolf fur.
Dear, is this a house made of cloud? Who makes a house out of cloud? All of the fabulous things in this forest. Jules, for example. She chose.
I gotta say, she kind of looks like, I mean, she kind of sounds like, Helena Bonham Carter
Why,
from Harry Potter.
is there a chimney? Good heavens! If she tried to cook something, the entire thing would rain! It's not even touching the ground! How is she even in there? She's a pig, not a pigeon!
A pigeon!
Is that supposed to be some kind of
Oh, man.
unusual design? It's not symmetrical! What is that little tucked here supposed to be?
Sorry if I laugh too much, but
Not
this is actually really
designed
funny.
for no purpose at all! No, no, no! I cannot let this be! I'm going to have a stern talking to the owner about this disaster she deems suitable living quarters!
Living quarters!
Rariwolf huffed to herself and tapped gently on the door. However, when she did so, her paw went straight through the door instead.
Oh, for Celestia's sake!
She grumbled, then composed herself,
And
calling out for
her
Rainbow
paws
Pig.
are also through the doormat, which has been a
Little
cloud.
pig, might I come in?
Rariwolf's request startled Rainbow Pig, who had been sleeping on a little cloud bed
Hey,
inside.
if you
She peeked out the window and trembled when she
if
saw
you-
the wolf.
if you don't want her to know you're there,
The pig that you
then
seek
don't
is
talk
no
and
longer
hide.
here. Maybe you can come back and try again next year.
Next year.
Wasn't she
Don't
supposed
be
to say,
ridiculous, darling.
not by the hair on our
This
chitty
is
chin
something I've
chins?
dealt with immediately. I may
'Cause
be
that's how the
a
story
wolf,
goes.
But I have standards, you know. In case you haven't noticed, this isn't your stereotypical forest. I work very hard on keeping it fabulous,
and fairy tale themed.
Very
Now,
fabulous.
seeing as you are a pig and so clearly lack the intelligence to create something that isn't sloppy, I'm willing to give you another chance. You can't help it, darling. It's genetic. Let me in and we can go over some proper stereotypical forest homes. How do you feel about foreboding caves and large mystical-looking hollow trees?
Hollow trees,
Don't
eh?
fool me. You're just a hungry beast. If I let you in here, you would just make me your feast.
A beast, huh?
You think I'm a beast?
All you wolves are the same. You're just a big pain. You're loathsome and fearsome, ugly and vain.
You just insulted a lady.
Eyes watered, and her lower lip quivered, until all at once she burst into tears and let out a loud,
no.
howling cry and a great gust of
Everybody cover
wind.
your ears.
The force of the howl shook the leaves on the trees and even caused the ground to quake. Rainbow Pig's cloud cottage was swept away, leaving nothing but the little pig herself sitting in the open forest floor.
You think I'm ugly? It's my mane, isn't it?
Dude, Rainbow, run! Run!
With each new howl, Rainbow Pig
They
slid
said
across
run!
the forest floor, trying in vain to resist the force of Rariwolf's huffing and puffing. When Rariwolf finally stopped, Rainbow Pig ran as fast as her little pig legs were able.
There you
toward
go,
her sister
run!
Applehog's house.
Come back here at once! I demand an apology!
Rariwolf said, pursuing Rainbow Pig angrily. Rainbow Pig squealed in terror and
Yeah,
didn't
don't listen to
stop
her,
until
Rainbow.
she reached the apple
She's
twig house.
trying to trick you.
She knocked frantically at the door, saying,
Applehog, the wolf, she's behind me moving fast. Please let me in so I'll be safe from her at last.
Applehog hurriedly unlocked her door and let her sister inside. By the time Rariwolf arrived, the door was already shut and locked. She growled out of breath and still somehow managed another gasp of horror.
What even is this? Is this house made of apples and twigs? How disgustingly uncouth! Those apples will rot and the walls will crumble. Not to mention it will attract
Oh,
all
come on,
sorts
Applejack's house is fine. I like it.
little creatures. And what is this? I can see you both trembling in there. Look, I could reach my paw in if you so desired. This is
Sorry, Applejack. I'll go in there and protect
little
you.
pigs. I demand you allow me inside your twig hut at once. Do you hear me? Let me in.
Never.
Not by the hair on her chinny chin chin.
There it goes. The Three Little Pigs reference.
Saying there is hair on your chins. Oh, my Celestia. I need a fainting couch. Wolf Spike.
Wait, what?
Somewhere unknown,
Wolf
a
Spike?
werewolf appeared, struggling, as he pulled with him a rather elaborate-looking couch to where Rariwolf was standing. She positioned herself, then resumed her dramatic feint,
Oh,
sprawling
wow.
her body on the couch with a
So
paw to her
dramatic.
head. The little wolf smiled and opened his mouth to speak, but Werewolf put a paw on his mouth to stop him.
No, no, dear. This is my scene and I refuse to share it. There are no lines for you here. Go away until I need you again.
The little wolf frowned and
Oh.
quietly disappeared back into the forest. From inside the twig house, Rainbow Pig clung to the back of Applehog's
Oh,
leg,
poor Rainbow.
shaking in fear. Applehog, on the other hoof, seemed relaxed, if not a bit annoyed.
Well, excuse me, Miss Wolf, for not designing
Miss
my major
Wolf?
home to your specifications.
My specifications? Take a look around, you uncultured swine. How many homes do you see using
Nobody calls my
apples
girlfriend
to put together
swine.
bells?
I think that means I get points for creativity. I don't need no big bad wolf telling me about apples.
What did you call me?
I called you exactly
I wouldn't piss her off if I were
what
you.
are. A big bad wolf.
Some kind of fat joke?
Oh,
I think we know
wow.
who has the bigger flank here.
Oh, you are
Damn!
Screamed, letting out a strong gust of breath as she did so. The twig hut swayed, and some of the apples holding it together came loose.
Oh no, not again. She did this to me. Soon this apple heart will be nothing but debris.
no pig calls me fat.
You're dead.
Werewolf declared with another
You're
breathy
definitely
wave.
dead.
Applehog and Rainbow Pig screamed as the apple twig house was blown to pieces. Standing in
I'll
front
fix
of
the house
great
for you,
pair,
Applejack.
Rariwolf's
I'll fix it
mane
for
was
you.
in tatters, as was her fur and tail. The rage clearly stamped on her face, and there was a certain
Whoa, look at her
glint
mane.
of danger in her eyes.
I think it's best we run now.
What do we do? I can't understand you.
But you can understand her just fine without a freaking rhyme.
'Cause you have to rhyme.
Let us sprint. Hey, that wasn't too bad.
Applehawk and Rainbow Pig hurried along the path toward Sparkleswine's brick house. They knocked frantically at her door,
Yeah.
begging to be let inside.
Bricks are very sturdy.
Line, let us in. There's a mad wolf on the loose. If you don't hurry up, she'll get our caboose.
Our caboose?
A mad wolf, you say? Quick, get inside. I have just the place where you two can hide.
Sparkleswine said, ushering her sisters inside before Rariwolf could reach them. Unlike before,
Oh,
Rariwolf
what?
was not hot on their trail.
She was like
Instead,
that the
she
whole
was
time?
lounging on her fainting couch, while Little Wolf struggled to pull her along the dirt path to the third pig's house. Once they had arrived, she patted the little wolf on the head and cut him off before he could say a word.
Yes, yes. You are wonderful to help me. Now perhaps you could be so kind to fetch me an oatmeal shake.
An oatmeal
Wolf
shake,
smiled
huh?
and nodded, disappearing again out of sight.
And what horrendous architectural work must I endure this time?
Rariwolf said, inspecting
Well, a
the
brick house,
curiously.
duh.
She blinked a few times and wandered around the house, taking in all its little details.
Now she looks even
Proper
cute.
foundation, solid walls, appropriately placed windows. Ooh, this is an improvement after all. I simply love the little window boxes. And the bird feeder is a nice touch. The roof shingles are laid properly. The chimney looks clean and appropriately sized.
But what about the
I love
roof?
white
What do you
trim
think
on
about the roof?
windowsills. Everything is perfectly aligned. I've never seen such attention to detail. Oh my, yes, this is a wonderful house. It's a shame it's not stereotypically fairy tale designed, so it's going to have to go.
Can't you tell by the shield on
Rariwolf
the
approached the door of the brick house
front
and
part of the
knocked
house?
lightly.
Little pigs, let me come in. But please do not talk about unsightly chin hair.
Away with you, wolf.
Yeah, she wasn't gonna
Get
say it
out
anyway.
here. We will not run away in fear. This brick dwelling I made was built to be strong. I think it's best that you move along.
Yeah, listen to her.
Listen here, little piglet. I am not going to play games. I demand and deserve apologies from your two rude swine siblings for their brutish behavior. Now, I can appreciate this charming little house you have built, but it simply does not fit the theme of the forest, now does it? Either you let me in or I will huff and puff and bloat away!
You should apologize to us. You're the one who was making the fuss.
Definitely.
Destroyed our homes and drove us inside. No matter what you say, we're just going to hide.
Rariwolf
Yeah, just
growled, knowing she
stay
couldn't
quiet
change their
in there.
minds. She didn't want to do things the hard way, but these unreasonable pigs weren't cooperating. Rariwolf sucked in a breath and then let
You're
it
dead.
all loose as a great howling whine.
Do you think it's easy being a fashion-conscious wolf? No! And no matter what I try, I can't seem to match anything properly with my fur, not to mention the
You're
fact
dead.
it's up to me to make sure everything else looks nice. And it's dead before you, little pigs, cluttered up the forest, your bad taste and your ridiculous pride.
Wow.
At least I'm not the only one who doesn't get the rhyming.
Definitely.
Rariwolf was starting to run out of
Why
breath.
did I say that? Why did I try to hurt
She
Applejack's
stared
feelings?
unbelievingly at the brick house.
Sorry,
which remained strong
Applejack.
and unmoved.
Your huffing and puffing will get you nowhere. This brick cannot topple. I build it with care. Take your bad deeds.
Yeah,
and
wolves.
villainous
I mean,
ways,
bricks
and leave us
are
alone
very,
for the
very
rest of our
strong.
days.
Villainous ways? What are you talking about? I've never harmed a creature in my life.
Don't listen to her.
Are you serious, Pinkie?
All kinds of creatures.
Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, you better get out of the
Pinkie
house.
Pie, I know you're in there. Pinkie Pie? Oh, right. Oinkie Pie?
Oinkie Pie, wow. You have to
What
remember
are
the
you
name.
doing? Have you been the one telling them stories about Rariwolf?
Maybe.
But none of them are true. Do you realize what you've been doing?
What kind of story is the three little pigs and the nice wolf? That's not entertaining. I'm just making things a little more fun.
Fun?
What? But now the pigs hate her, and two of the houses have been destroyed. How is that fun?
I've read the story. I know how this goes. Now
We're reading it right now.
She climbs down the chimney and burns her flank in the boiling water and runs off.
It happened in the original story.
Not anymore, she doesn't.
Definitely.
I'm very disappointed in you, Pink... Oinky Pie. I think it's time you learned your lesson in spreading lies about some pony else.
Yeah, get along with the story, will ya?
Acquaintance Oinky Pie, and gave her a stern glare.
Oinky Pie, what you've done is terribly rude. I think it's been you who started this feud. You told me your lies until I believed. I must say this makes me terribly peeved.
Definitely
Wait,
peeved.
are you saying it's been Pink Oinky Pie that started this mess? Why doesn't this surprise me?
Lies? What lies? You're saying it's not true? All those terrible things you said the wolf can do?
You see, I'm just trying to make the story more fun, you know? It's
Definitely.
not fun at all if the wolf is nice all the time.
Don't you think maybe we should apologize to Rariwolf?
Yes.
Huh?
Apologize to her.
Oh, come on! You can understand Rariwolf and Uncle Pie when they don't rhyme, but not me!
While the pig squabbled inside, Rariwolf fell back on her fainting couch, trying to catch her breath after her failed attempt to breach the brick dwelling. She was
Really?
surprised when the door suddenly flung open, and a pig she didn't recognize was launched out, soaring through the sky before crash landing in a tree nearby.
Well, that was unexpected.
Very unexpected.
Rariwolf, it seems we may have been wrong. We've just learned that we've been deceived all along. Some pig had told lies to make you sound scary. And come to find out, you're simply ordinary.
I'm what?
What
Very
you mean
ordinary.
is we heard some bad things about you from some pig we didn't know, and come to find out that they weren't all that true. What rhymes with no? Let's see, go, flow, slow, grow.
Can we
Now you're
start
just making up
over?
words.
Let's try this once more. Please do come inside, we humbly implore.
So
Humbly
after a
implore.
long afternoon of apologies and planning, Rariwolf and the three pigs finally came to an understanding with each other.
So
An
the
agreement
pigs
was
and the
reached
wolf
that
finally got
satisfied
along,
both
huh?
the pigs' needs for shelter and the wolf's preference for properly themed property. The three little pigs learned not to trust the word of a stranger,
Never trust the
especially
word of a
one as
stranger.
bubbly and out of place as Oinky Pie. Rariwolf learned nothing. Her assumption that pigs are gullible
Now,
and unreasonable
now Pinkie
proved
finally
once
went into
again
the story,
to be true.
huh?
We can all
And
thank
revealed the truth, huh?
Pinkie for that one.
Definitely.
And they all lived happily,
Ever after.
Except for Oinky,
Definitely.
who's still grounded in the bad Oinky corner.
Yeah, that's right, because you blackmailed her.
No, I don't, Oinky, I don't care. You're staying in the corner. Oinky, no. Oinky,
Wow.
what? Screw it. Pinkie, no. Pinkie, you're staying in that corner. Pinkie!
Big Rob, Sonic, and Emil should react to these videos.
Aw, aren't they so cute? Good night, Pound and Pumpkin.
Definitely very
and I hope
cute.
to see you all next time for some more Pinky Tales.
I want to be honest with you, both videos were actually really funny. Jam, Morning, Emogak, Brittany Ackerman, Kim Daniels. So Kim Daniels was Applejack. Yeah, and the last one, yeah, Whoopcake was Applejack. Oh crap! I missed the last one. Oh, Cindershy? Oh, that's out, and I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, Applejack and the Beanstalk and Little Red Riding Bloom, which I just reacted to that earlier. And there's Magpie. I gotta say, both videos were really good. Say, if Sir Sonic HD reacted to these type of videos, he would crack up at them. I'm gonna request him to watch it, but well, the reason why I said that because I heard that Sir Sonic is back. I'll see what I can do about my Sir Sonic tribute, and well, I might just keep it up on my channel because I want other videos to look at it. This is Sir HD signing out. Ahoy!